Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today, I'm going to show you some stuff based on a B-1. Essentially, I was trying to create a low part count replica of a B-1. Unfortunately, I was not able to make one under the part limit that I wanted to. This is my first work in progress. As you can see, I was trying to use kind of the slimmer fuselage, trying to make it a bit smaller overall. I forget if I kept with that or if I went a bit bigger, but yeah, you can see I have kind of the rough shape of it lined out. But obviously the wings aren't swept and there's no engines or anything, so, you know, it's not ready to fly. The second work in progress was when I unknowingly accidentally switched radial modes and started working on making these wing pieces in here to kind of make a spot where I could freely rotate this to get the desired sweep angle. Obviously it won't have the robotics to have it sweep on command while in flight, because that goes badly, as I found out the hard way with the F-14 I tried to make, but I can at least sweep it before launch by just rotating this. And the whip 2R is where I fixed the symmetry, because yeah, I screwed it up. Fortunately, I had realized that very quickly. This is the next work in progress. You can see I've put a downward slope on these top parts, on these top wing connectors, and I've also added adjustable ramp intake to the front there to kind of give it this smooth look, so that no matter how rotated I I don't know how that even clicked on it, because I have rotate select. Oh, I know what this bug is. It's where it says that it's selected one thing when it's not actually that thing selected. The same thing happens with the action groups and stuff when you load different planes, but you can see I can adjust this a lot without it poking out the front or looking too strange. Obviously on the back it's still open. On the work in progress 4, wow, this is where I jumped straight to having engines on it already. And it has the adjustable ramp intake put at the back to also give the back kind of that closedness so that that can be adjusted as needed. Also, yeah, I want to point out, I'm using the aeroplane tail fin as the main wing. So obviously the control surface is disabled, but I felt it actually looks alright. Like, it's not the best, but I think it looks alright for the main wing, and it's definitely like thick enough and it kind of goes out, and it's kind of the right cross between large plane and small plane that this plane is, because this is a large small plane, if that makes any sense. And you can see I got landing gear on it, and this is where I started to test fly it, and I was working with how much to limit the gimbal on these and how to make it so that they don't clip into anything or each other and look right. And unfortunately there's not much space left for like any kind of bombs to be attached. This version is, I'm not sure what the difference is, probably just action groups. Or changing gimbal limits. And then we have the work in progress 5, which was the last of the work in progress versions, where I worked on moving the engines a bit. I believe this is when I was basically working on trying to make things not clip. See, I limited the gimbal a bit more, I limited the thrust a little bit, and I also worked on the exact positioning of things to kind of bring it all together, bring it in tighter, try and make it look a little bit closer to the B-1 should look, make it work a little bit better with the landing gear. Overall, I think I did a fairly good job of getting the shape and look using mostly stock parts, but you know, it was difficult. Unfortunately, the landing gear situation isn't really resolved. By that I simply meant that the landing gear is like, it's not quite right. I don't have a picture of it with me right this moment. I don't have a picture open to look at, and I don't remember exactly what it looks like, but I know that some parts of this design are not right. But overall, I'm fairly happy with it. Unfortunately, if you look at the part count, it's 45 parts, a full 10 over the maximum for my low part count replicas. And this is it with the wings swept, which I think is cool. I also slightly redid it using tweak scale to tweak the engines smaller. However, I don't have tweak scale installed anymore, so these are full-size engines, but you can see they're clipped into each other. They were tweak scaled to where they weren't clipping into each other, and they were side by side. And it looked alright. It was basically the same thing with a minor variation, and honestly I'm not sure if it's really worth the effort, and I just accidentally changed the gimbal, but whatever. And of course I also had the swept version, which again, all you do is do this. So like, I specifically made it so that all you'd have to do is find the right angle that you want to sweep to with these, which I think is pretty cool to be able to just grab that and sweep to the right angle. And because that's as far as I got with that, let's go ahead and take this one, and we're going to go ahead and put some BDArmory stuff on it, and fly it a bit, and see how it handles surviving a little bit of CIWS fire on it. Alright, for offense, I'm giving it 2 harm missiles. For defense, it's going to have 2 chaff dispensers directly above the engines, as well as a few flare launchers. 2 on either side of the back there, and 2 right here sticking out the top. And I'm actually going to tie those all to the same action group. The BDArmory weapon manager will go up here, up front, so we have a nice good targeting thing. I don't know, I'm just saying that's where I'm going to put it. I'm not going to bother to adjust any of its values because I'm just using it for manual flight. And I'm going to attach the flare and chaff to the same thing. That way I don't have to focus on what's fired on me, but just handle it. And I'm going to save it as B-1 harm. That way I can give you guys a download of this version. I know the countermeasures aren't accurately placed, and the weapon's not really either, probably, but whatever. And we're going to have the B-1 take off from over here. This mod, by the way, is Vessel Mover. If you don't remember, I've used it a couple of times before. I think this is a good enough distance. Not too far, not too close. This should be a fine place to take off from. Whoop. Come on. Uh-oh. They fell through the ground. That's not good. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna make this slightly unfair for the defenses, because I honestly don't think this thing would survive a pack intercept missile. So I'm giving this more AMRAMs and less pack. There you go. 4 AMRAMs, 6 AMRAMs, 2 sidewinders. And you might have noticed I had an MFA and a MyFA left over on the ground from a previous video. And I'm looking at this one right now. This one doesn't have any weaponry. Yeah, I was just flying in that trying to escape the other one. So we're going to leave this one on the ground, and we're actually going to switch it to Team B. And, oh, shit. Nope, stop. I kind of forgot about the fact that, well, for one thing, it needs to stay Team A. This needs to be recovered. And let me just verify that your AI is set up correctly. Well, I basically know that it's set up correctly based on the fact that it just tried to take off when I switched its team. So yeah. See, I can't figure out how to rotate things on Vessel Mover. I can't figure out how to do it, and it's rather annoying. Okay, I've just somehow made it rotate, but there we go. I don't see this going particularly well for the B-1. And as you saw there, I saved that as a scenario so that I could come back to it later. I don't recall all these trees being here. That's weird. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Throttle up, get going. Let's get our radar warning receiver online. We're gonna yaw a bit here to try and dodge some of these trees. Not that they're actually physical, so it's not really a concern, but that is a bit more of a concern, however. Alright. So we only have 1 harm missile to take out the enemies with, but and asymmetric thrust, obviously. We also have damaged wings, but I'm feeling confident. I think we'll handle this just fine. I said lying a lot, lying completely. We're also leaking fuel out the back here. Nope, not that one. Huh. Okay, it's doing the effect for leaking, but we're not actually leaking. Is it this one that's leaking? No? Something's leaking. Okay. Oh, is it the intake that's leaking? Yeah. Yeah, the intakes can actually leak because they have a resource in it, and I guess the mod that does that, the collision effects, doesn't think to take into account that intakes can't really leak. I guess they could leak and that you wouldn't get fuel out of them, but yeah. Let's see, looks like we are able to use afterburners and keep flying forward, although it does require hard yawing, and as we go faster and faster, it looks like it's actually going to become a problem to where we won't be able to yaw as much. So I'm actually throttling down, as well as continuing hard yaw to counteract the fact that we have severely asymmetric thrust. I'm thinking about turning down some of those engines, turning them down a bit, or turning up the gimbal range a little, but I don't think that's necessarily a good idea. Anyhow, we're able to go at a decent clip, although I am literally having to hold down A constantly. I'm going to try and wait, Alt-X. Okay, now Alt I'm gonna set trim for yaw quite severely, if the game will let me. It's kind of doing a weird thing. Well, I've set a little bit of trim, but it's not enough and it's not helping. Oh well. I mean, it's not helping enough. Yeah, but whatever. We're just gonna come in here and hopefully take out the enemy, but probably die to a missile fairly quickly. Also, you might have heard my phone go off, and if you did, I'm sorry about that. Anyhow, let's go ahead and test the, yep, the flares work quite well as the chaff. Interesting. Yeah, we're going so fast that they disappear rather quickly. I'm surprised we're not being pinged by radar yet. Maybe we're still too far out. Yeah, we're still a bit too far out. I thought we were closer than we were. That's interesting. So I know next time I can put the attack plane a bit closer to the base, and things will be okay. You might have heard my phone again, and I'm surprised and slightly angry. Not really that angry, not that surprised, but yes. Okay, those things should definitely be in... They're definitely in range. Why are you not... Oh, well, the flak is coming after me. Oh, because the flak doesn't have a radar. It's not going to ping me. That's nice. I would like to fire at something. There we go. There's something that I can fire at. And, unfortunately, it looks like it's gonna take me out entirely. Nice. Also, my missile missed it because we're too low. Wow. And that was quite a bad crash. So bad, in fact. Oh, I thought the game crashed for a moment there. It didn't. But, what is that? Oh, that's... What is that? What was that? There's a piece of something that just crashed down there. Man, pieces of me still flying along, crashing. And the game crashed. And I fucked it. Fuck it, full force. Oh, engine's on. And we have liftoff, and are immediately gonna die. That's why you don't take off from a hill, kids. That was great. This is, however, why I saved a scenario. I'm actually going to take the flak out of this scenario because it doesn't ping you, so it's not fair, and we can only really take out 2 ground targets anyhow. Also, the CIWS, while having guard mode enabled, did not have its radar enabled, so it wasn't pinging us. Alright, hopefully this runway is a bit safer to take off from. Here goes nothing. Also, I accidentally left the landing gear on, didn't I? No, wait, no I didn't, because that was before I fucked up and started over. Alright, yeah, it's a bit bouncy to get taking off here. Okay, yep, bit bouncy. But we should be able to lift off just fine. Alright, we're already on Team B. Let's go ahead and enable the radar warning deceiver. Let's turn that off. Let's switch to the harm missiles, so we're ready to go. And let's go ahead and engage afterburners. Get going over there quicker. The interesting thing I think about this design is that because the engines are below center of mass, when you have the afterburners engaged, it actually has to pitch down to keep from pulling up too much. But with the afterburners not engaged, then it flies very stably. In fact, you can fly it without SAS with the afterburners disengaged, because the engines just about balance out the downward force from the center of lift being slightly behind the center of mass. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Alright, we're going to go ahead and disengage those, because I don't want to... Partially because I'm going a little fast and the harm missile might not work as well, and partially because, whatchamacallit, the afterburners cause more heat, which I don't know if this is actually how it works, or if it's just me making it up as I go, but I would imagine that having a higher heat signature by the afterburners being on would be bad for missiles coming at me, which is not what we want, obviously. But we have radar warning enabled, There's a momentary pause just then, so I think something just loaded in. I think maybe the jet, maybe the CIWS. That was another pause just then. That was probably the CIWS. And we have CIWS. Oh, okay, that should be locked. It might not be, though. Hopefully that hits. Alright. Oh, okay, I fired at the CIWS. I fired the second harm at the other one. And we have something incoming. Oh, shit! So, yeah. Looks like we took out our targets. However, we are rapidly spinning to our doom. And there's the MyFa. It never even got a shot at us. The SAM just took us out with an AIM-120. Or at least I'm 99% sure it's an AIM-120. That said, the SAM site has been destroyed. The CIWS seems to be, well, it's still showing up as a purple target, but I believe it is destroyed as well. Right now I'm just kind of waiting to see if the pilot survives this crash. And looks like he's going to. The SAS, I went ahead and disabled it, or rather the SAS, even though it wouldn't have made any difference because the thing is, this doesn't have reaction wheels, or rather they're disabled, because that would not be cool, man. That would not be cool. People have pointed out in the past how having reaction wheels enabled is really cheaty with fighters and can do super maneuverability stuff easier because they have reaction wheels enabled. Likewise with the gimbal. So like with a lot of these replicas I've been doing with the low part count replicas, when they're planes that shouldn't have gimbal or shouldn't have much gimbal, or I've been disabling reaction wheels standard and some other stuff and trying to make things a little more realistic per se. But that said, he just did survive a really crazy crash, so realistic is maybe not the best term for it. And I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and land the MyFa, and that way I can actually set this up as another scenario. Oh wait, nope, I want that back on. I just want to turn him off. And I'm going to go ahead and go land this, because he never even fired a shot. So it would be nice to have, and then the SAM fired one shot. Well, the SAM's gone now, so that doesn't really matter. I forgot to take a look at the CIWS, but maybe this could be like a rescue scenario. Like you have to rescue a downed pilot, and there's still a defense fighter here. And the CIWS might be enabled too, still. I'm going to do a low flyby right now to see how it's doing. Of course, we're going by it so fast, we might not get a good look at it. Actually, I can just turn around. I'm gonna turn the engines on because I'm scared we're gonna break it. Yeah, it looks like it wasn't hit. Alright, let's go ahead and turn these off and pull this around. Get landing. Alright. Whoa, coming in a bit hot. There we go. And now we just wait for it to slow down. And it's turning quite a bit on its own. Yeah, that is one slight problem with this design, is that it does turn on its own like that on the ground. But we'll go ahead, and this is already on standby, so we'll re-enable the AI with it on standby. So with this, we have another scenario. But first, like I said, I am going to take a look at the CIWS to see what it says right now. Yeah, the CIWS was not hit. Okay, cool. Actually, I just realized, though, for this to be a proper rescue mission, we need something set up for you to go rescue them with, rather than you have to launch it and move it over there yourself and move back and that kind of thing. Which, because I like the idea of making some scenarios that I put out that you can just, you load it up and then you have a scenario to carry out. The M22 does have capacity for a second crewman. Therefore, I think the M22 is our best bet. Now, it doesn't have radar itself. It has a radar data receiver. So, because we are not going to have any friendly radar on site at the time, I'm going to give it 2 harm missiles. So hopefully one of those can take out the remaining CIWS. And then 4 sidewinders on the other pylon here, the other missile rail. Of course, this does now mean that you're going to need the BDArmory cockpits installed in order to use this scenario. But, whoops. Why is that taking off immediately? The fuck are you taking off for? Oh, there's a Team B, thing still on the ground, that's why. Okay. I didn't think that would trigger it, but okay. If you wanna be that upset about it, can you chill out, please? Hold on, can you stop? Can you stop? Just stop rolling. For half a second, please. Please. Oh my god, it's shaking so much. Oh my god. Alright. Let's land him again. But I'm gonna leave the other thing on Team B, and that's gonna be part of the scenario, is that the moment you get into range, even if this guy hasn't seen you yet, he's gonna take off. So, yeah. I think that would be a cool part of the scenario, maybe. Maybe. Whoa, shit. I aimed in the vague direction of them, and his guard mode just went, nope. Alright. Let's turn that off. Let's see what happens if I try to re-enable this. Will he take off immediately? Yep, he will. Okay, let's... Nope. Hold on, let's not turn the brakes on just yet. I do need to make him turn. Oops. Turn, turn, turn. Away from the runway so you don't kill yourself. Okay, off, off, turn the brakes on. I'll have to re-enable him in a minute. What about now? Does he know about it now? Yes, he does. Damn it. Can you chill out, please? I'm gonna temporarily have you be Team A. Alright, and here we are ready to go, except I'm gonna try and fix that situation over at the KSC. Hopefully. Okay. He's calm for the moment. Trees loaded in this time. It's weird how the trees don't load in when you use Vessel Mover. Alright, well, I think we're ready to go. Oh, don't tip it. Don't tip it. There we go. Alright, we're already on Team B. Let's go ahead and get radar warning receiver online. Let's have our weapon menu ready. We're going to have nothing selected to start out, and I'm just going to double check that we need to turn slightly to head towards the KSC. Let's go ahead and come in low and fast. And why not do this from the cockpit? Okay, master alarm, can you turn off, please? Is it because this is on and we're not on and we're flying? Let's, should we turn on the cockpit lights? Yeah, that's a little nicer. Alright. Yep, I know. Let's go ahead and have harm selected. Because that CIWS is going to be a pain in the ass. Alright. Slowing us down just a little bit. I'm going to wait till we get closer in. I'm going to wait till it starts firing at us before I fired it. We're not... It wasn't firing, but it's probably going to fire at us now. Alright. Now there is a MIFA somewhere around here. And I have no idea where it is. I'm not being pinged, but then again, does it have radar? I don't know. Alright. It looks clear. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's just taking off now. Oh shit, something blew up. I hope that wasn't me. Alright, where'd he go? He went under me. We're stalling quite badly. We're at a low airspeed. That's a problem. Alright. Where is he? I don't see him.
2500.
That, oh, shit, there's gunfire coming from the right. There he is. There he is. Okay, we're gonna pass under each other. Shit. He's on my tail still. Ah, I can't look up that high. Oh, that's a problem. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Too close. Alright, let's dive.
2000.
Alright. 2000?
1000.
Alright. Looks like the CIWS has been taken out, considering it's not trying to take me out right now. Yep, he's trying to pull on me. Okay.
300.
Did I even fire? I don't think I fired. Oh, he overshot quite badly, though. Alright. Oh, that was bad. I think that just straight fired. Nope, it did lock. Alright. That was again... Wait, nope, wrong button. Wow, we're still locking him? Okay. Oh, shit, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. How many missiles do we have left? It's too bad the BDArmory thing doesn't tell you how many missiles you have left. Where'd he go? Shit, I lost him. There he is. Alright. Hello. Yep. Alright. Let's go down, 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 fast, fast, extending. I think that's what they call extending. Where you, like, pull the fight away from where it was. Whoops. Alright, yep, let's... Alright, we're gonna make him shoot past us at high speed. I'm gonna pull right on his tail. Oh, shit. Whoa, what just happened? Were we hit? Oh my god. We were hit. I didn't even... Holy shit. Wow. Are we gonna survive this? I don't know. Time to find out. Oh. Looks like we did. Mission failure. Look how crunched in that is. I think he's dead. I know it says we're alive, but I think he's dead. Wow. Man, I didn't even see it coming. Come on. There we go. Yeah, he fired one Sidewinder, and it got us. He fired several rounds, but didn't get us with any of those. Man, you're going fast. He probably wants to take out that B-1 that's still there. Well, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in space.